And action.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome to our awesome, amazing, lit podcast, The Bit. Yeah, I just rhymed right there, if you saw.
It's the bit. Hey.
It's the bit.
Hey. Please don't quit.
Hey.
We the shit. Hey.
We so lit. Hey. Not gonna quit.
Hey. I used to quit, so.
Fuck. It's The Bit, and we're about to get pretty, I already said lit. It's The Bit, and don't stop watching, cause we're the shit. And I said all the words and shit.
This will only be an hour, I promise. And on top of that, we've got two awesome guests. Tell us about the guests.
Yeah, we have, first, just to start us off, I guess we got our amazing podcast, The Bit, all about comedy, if you couldn't already tell from how funny we are. And, of course, to match that, we got two awesome stand-up guests. We have writer, actor, professor, comedian, Dave Juskow, coming on the pod today, which is going to be pretty awesome. And then we have the president of the BU Stand-Up Club, Aidan. And we're so excited to have them both on. I really wonder how it's going to go, honestly.
You're probably wondering yourself, what is Dave Juskow's favorite rom-com and what is Aidan's political leanings? Both of those questions will be answered later in the podcast.
Stick around.
Stick around.
Stick around after the break. We actually don't have any ads, but stick around.
We could. We should do fake sponsorships.
Let's do fake sponsors, and they're just going to be promoting like our own stuff.
Sponsored by Green Screen.
Yes, sponsored by Subway Surfers. What do you think about this season of SNL, huh? Season 51, just.
I actually do have a lot of opinions about this.
Yeah, tell me.
No, I think you should say what you were saying earlier. Not that we talked about this earlier. Actually, we're just talking about this for the first time. We did not plan this at all. This
podcast's getting a little too meta
too
early on.
Thoughts on Veronica Slowskowski?
Okay, I think she's great. I really want to see more of her because I feel like she hasn't been like overly utilized yet, but I think she's going to be great. I think she has a lot of potential.
Totally.
I love her TikToks and stuff.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what we've in store for her.
She's definitely being underutilized.
Yeah.
In the videos that she does, I've always been a big fan of like that kind of humor where it's like awkward and like, you know, kind of winking at the audience that it's not real, but at the same time like feels like it could totally be a real situation. I just don't know how they're going to translate that to SNL. I don't think SNL does that kind of humor.
I know. I think she's a desk piece would really be a good.
Which will totally happen. By the way, we're recording this after the Amy Poehler episode, but I believe Sabrina Carpenter is doing this weekend, and we're posting this after, so we won't see Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. And
I'm sure that will be great.
A lot of people said she's like the next Kristen Wiig. Do you agree with that?
Who? Veronica?
Yeah.
I don't know, like, if my grandma had wheels, she would be a bike.
Word.
Kristen Wiig is like a one-of-a-kind talent. I don't know, Veronica
that's true.
does this thing where, you know, she like says it in like this voice, and Kristen Wiig has like a billion voices, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. What
do you think about the other new cast members? Cam Patterson.
Yeah, Cam Patterson was great. That desk piece he did was awesome.
Yeah,
that was really
hilarious.
Funny. And also, like, he's great, like, reaction, like straight guy player. What's it called? Straight man?
Straight man.
In the skits where he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that's always great.
It's always great.
My favorite cast member, always and forever, is either Andrew Dismukes or used to be Sarah Sherman, although I can't say I liked her Weekend Update interview.
Oh yeah, you didn't like it?
Well, I don't think it was that great. I don't know.
Okay, and that's okay.
It gave me like a little PTSD.
Yeah. Like, I really like Sarah Sherman. I loved Heidi Gardner. I'm so sad.
You're sad about Heidi Gardner, yeah.
She was my favorite.
One time I met Heidi Gardner.
I'm screwed. That was the funniest thing. No one ever knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I barely do, and I watched the clip a week ago, so.
Everyone look up on YouTube, like, I'm screwed, Heidi Gardner.
Well, no, it's a girl who's
way too busy at work but is doing nothing. I think it's the funniest thing. I think it's hilarious.
I haven't eaten in a month, and then she starts shaking her salad.
My cell phone!
I met Heidi Gardner once.
Really?
Yeah, I went to SNL, and after the show, I like took photos in front of like the studio, and it was really fun. And Heidi Gardner was there with like, you know, her guests or whatever.
What SNL episode was it?
It was the one where Honora. Oh my god, Who plays in Aurora?
Mikey
Madison, thank you. Mikey Madison, and then what's his name walked off the stage at the end.
Oh
Remember,
my god. Yeah.
Going back to gag country.
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen walked off. And then after Morgan Wallen walked off, I walked on. But maybe like an hour later.
A door has to close for a window. A door has to close for a window to open. What's the phrase?
Door has to shut for it to open for Robbie to go to the SNL studio.
Exactly.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't know. Anyways, I went up to her and I was like super nervous. Or actually, I didn't even go up to her. I was like standing next to her and I was like talking to Grace. And I was like, oh my god, Heidi Gardner's here. But I said that a little too loud and I saw Heidi Gardner like kind of like
oh my god.
Definitely like physically show that she heard me, but like she didn't want to. I don't know.
She didn't want to talk to her.
I was like, fuck, I gotta commit. So like, I turned to her and I was like, Heidi Gardner, wow, you're such an inspiration. Wow. I said that, you're such an inspiration. And then I started talking about a TikTok I saw of her recently where she like was on a podcast and she talked about how her like brother paid for her improv lessons or something. And I was like, I think it's such a good story. She's like, oh, thank you. And I was like, okay. Then I turned around.
That's great.
That's my Heidi Gardner story.
Over the summer, I walked past Emil Joaquin from Brip. He's not on SNL anymore. And I was like, Emil. And he was like, yeah. I was like, I'm such a huge fan. And he was like, thank you so much. He had like the most genuine reaction. I was like, wait, you're welcome. So, and I got to deliver a headset to Jane Wickline. And she was really nice. I was like, Jane, I'm a huge fan.
Why are you delivering headsets?
Well, it's for my internship over the summer.
Oh my god.
And I was like, and honestly, her apartment was kind of lit. It was kind of fire.
Yeah.
I got buzzed in and all. It was crazy.
You buzzed me in this morning, so that's not.
I should probably,
You're like Jane Wickline.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in. What can I say?
Well, I saw Jane Wickline this like 4 weeks ago.
What?
Or I don't know. We've been here for 4 weeks, so like 6. I don't know, it was like a week before I left.
She's everywhere, I guess.
She was talking to this guy.
It means nothing to me, Jane Wickline these days, I guess.
I didn't even know I was really tall.
Yeah, so I guess the main on our podcast we really want to talk about like college comedy, exploring kind of the evolution, how all those like intersections and
all those intersections.
You know, the juxtaposition and like the dichotomy and like
my
the
friend
zeitgeist,
Cooper
you know.
was biking and there was a red light and he crossed the intersection anyway. You said intersection and made me think of that. He almost got hit by a bus. Alright, well anyways, now our next guest.
Yeah. Now we're super excited. We're about to have on Dave Juskow. I think I'm getting a call from him now, so that's enough for just me and Robbie time because I think that's enough. But can't wait to see what the rest of this pod has in store. And honestly, love you guys for supporting. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching.
Joining us now, we have comedian, writer, and actor from New Brunswick, New Jersey, Dave Juskow. Dave, welcome. So great to have you on the pod.
Thank you so much for having me.
Dave, it's so nice to meet you. Mia's told me wonderful things. I hear you're a professor.
That's right. I am a college professor, actually, thanks to Mia's father.
Shout out to my dad.
Shout out to Mr. Color, first of all.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah, which is, the lesson you should learn in college. You just never know who the one who's going to help you in the rest of your life is. It's the people you meet along the way.
I mean,
it's true.
Who knows?
I hated Mia's father the first time I met him, so
why?
This is a miracle. Oh, he's the worst. I don't know if you've met him, but I mean, he's difficult. He's a strange guy. So am I, but he was strange in a different way. He had a crazy 80s haircut, a spiked haircut. When I brought him home to meet my mother once, we're not gay, but that's the way I seem to word it. She was like, "This is your friend?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, he's all right." You know?
He's
but
just all right.
How do you like that? 40 years later, we're still doing okay.
So what class are you teaching this semester?
This semester, I'm teaching how to write the romantic comedy and the end of network television.
Wow.
We actually already knew that. We were really quick. By the way, are you familiar with the fact that you're on Rate My Professor?
Am I? Because I am not. I thought nobody rated me. People told me, have you ever checked? And I never saw any reviews.
We checked recently.
Are they good?
You have 5 out of 5. How does that feel?
That's good. Oh, I didn't know anybody rated me. I was wondering. I thought that would be the first thing I would do, especially if I hated somebody, if that was available. But well, that's good news, right?
Yeah, there's definitely like a bias there. Like you're more likely to leave a review if you don't like the person.
Yeah.
So that goes to show, hey, you've got two reviews and both are 5 stars.
Yeah.
And one
Yeah, that
says
that's
you
good.
run you run your classes like a set.
Yeah,
Which
I do. Oh, is that what they said?
That's what they
that's
said.
what they're saying.
Oh, that's funny. I absolutely. It's so funny because yesterday I'm not getting anything from these kids. It's too big a room, and I say something funny or what I think is funny, and I'm like, nothing really. Okay, so yes, it is like I said.
Yeah.
That's so
I
funny.
can't get anything out of you people. That's what I say.
Yeah.
I work as I work at the admissions office at BU as a speaker to like prospective students and families. By the way, I do stand up, and I will often like have to tell like the same stories over and over again about like what my college experience has been like, and there's probably like 50 or 60 people in the room. So like I'm trying like material on them basically the whole time. And I will tell you, no audiences bomb more often than 10 a.m. parents who do not want their kids to go to BU. I'll
Yeah, because they're also afraid to laugh because they just don't understand. There's like, wait, is this guy trying to be funny? They just don't get it. So I think that's the problem in the classroom. It's the same thing. Like, wait, are we supposed to laugh or what? Does he think he's funny or is he funny? I can't figure it out yet. I think that's why it's easier at a comedy club when everybody's there. They know why they're there, which is more
Yeah.
helpful. So you doing it the way you're doing it is totally seasoning you for when you are at a club. It's fantastic. It's a smart move.
Would you say you want to be, would you say if you're at a comedy club, you want to laugh? Like, I would,
Well, that's an interesting question
yeah,
because what it used to be, at least, or maybe it still is, in New York City, especially at the Comedy Cellar, it's different. Everybody's in a pretty good mood. They're ready. But many times in New York City, people sit there with their arms folded and say, make me laugh. But in the day when I first started in like the 90s, when I went to Los Angeles, they're just ready to laugh. It was completely different. If you were from New York, you could destroy in California with stuff that only did moderately well in New York because they were like, this is going to be fun. But in New York, they sit there like, come on, bring it. We
yeah.
need more. Big difference.
And so, Dave, how did you first get into comedy and stand up?
Well, I started in school like you guys doing a TV show, a comedy TV show, which I loved doing. And that's all I wanted to do was like sketch comedy and stuff like that on TV. And then everybody's like, "Oh, you're funny. You should do stand up." And I'm like, I don't think stand up is for me. I still don't really like it very much. Um, and so, they had an open mic night at the college. And I said, well, I'll try it here, but I want to try somewhere else first. So I actually went to this place in Brooklyn once first before I went to did it in school.
Right.
And then I felt more comfortable doing it at the college because, your friends will be ruthless to you if you don't do well. But everybody was really nice. And I had a really great set my first time at the school because it's all loaded. They're rooting for you.
Yeah. I guess you would never
So
stand up again if you bombed the first time. You would just give up.
Disagree. I wanted
Really?
the first time. Oh, yeah.
And you still wanted to keep going?
Mhm.
Everyone
everybody bombs the first time. But
everyone I've
Yeah.
talked to has been like, oh, I killed the first time. Like that's why I kept doing it.
No,
well,
if you get like any sort of stand-up related advice ever, it's always like you have to bomb. If you're not
Okay.
sucking when you do comedy, you're not doing it right. That's like the first. It's like
That's part of the process.
you have.
well, that's the thing. You're there. Your friends are there. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Fame, the original one from 1979. It's really, really good. Or 1980. No, well, why would you? You don't have to be embarrassed by it. I'm just saying, I recommend the movie because it's incredible. It's about the High School of the Performing Arts. It's really gritty. It takes place
LaGuardia?
in New York. What?
It's about LaGuardia.
Yeah, well, it's based on LaGuardia. Yeah.
I got
So
it.
it's the High School of Performing Arts in New York City, and one of the guys wants to be a comic, and all of his friends go to see him that night, and he kills. And then the next time they're like, they bring him back, and none of his friends are there, and he doesn't do very well.
Yeah.
So that happens a lot, where you're not, because why would you ever think I'm not great, if you
Yeah.
kill that first night?
Say la vie, to quote myself.
Oh, you're so
Yeah.
funny. And so after college, what inspired you to keep going? You just knew it was something you loved, or what's the story?
No, it was not something I loved.
Okay.
It was just something to do that you could do right away because obviously I couldn't get into television right away. So stand up was an absolute, and it still really is, but back then it was a real stepping stone to do everything else you've ever wanted in life. to get TV shows or movies or a manager right away, especially back in the 90s. Everybody was getting development deals and stuff. So I just did it. I kept doing it because it was fun. And then I met these amazing people that were much funnier than I was. And I was just like, boy, this is fun. The social life was fun for me. For my other friends like David Tell and Sarah Silverman and Jeff Ross, who went to BU, and these people that I started with, John Stewart, Louis C.K., all these people, they really loved stand up comedy. And so they were doing it every night, and I was just kind of in the mix
Yeah.
and wasn't interested. But, because they were so funny and this thing it was such a fun thing to be part of, I just kept doing it, but always like more as a hobby.
Okay. So now teaching has turned into your new.
Yeah, but I still do stand up, because these friends who have become so successful always ask them, they always want me to open for them, mostly to, I think, make fun of me because they like when I bomb. But also, I'm fun to hang out with, I guess, after. So I guess that's part of it too. So it all worked out, I guess.
Before you were a professor, like what jobs did you do besides?
Oh, I've done every job. I worked at a law firm for like 20 years. I
Did you
always
have
had
a
to
law
have a
degree?
regular job. What?
Did you have a law degree?
No.
Okay.
That's the funny thing. I was just working there.
Why did you law degree?
But before that, when I was doing stand up, I had horrible jobs. I mean, certainly I've obviously waited tables like most actors or whatever. I also worked for before they had legal betting apps, used to be able to make bets illegally by the
Sure.
phone. So I owed a lot of money, so I had to work for those guys because they liked the comics. They liked me, so instead of beating me up, they made me work for them.
Those guys,
Nice.
like the mob.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Sorry.
mob. Yeah. But they like I always worm my way out of a lot of situations thanks to comedy, I guess.
I bet,
So
yeah.
the mob guys were very nice to me. They liked me. So they're like, "Oh, just work it off, work it off." So I had to answer phones in a very creepy place, and we always thought we were going to get busted. There were two rules. One, take a shower every day before you come to work because you might be handcuffed to the guy next to you for 24 hours,
Okay.
and wear sweats in case you have to be in jail for 24 hours. So that's how you went to work every day. And then I also worked at a bootleg music place where we would bootleg albums. It was a warehouse. It was horrible. I had all these illegal jobs, but they paid really well, but it was scary.
And you don't have to
You
pay
know,
taxes on them.
what?
And you don't have to pay taxes on them.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to pay taxes, but there's other things that are bad. But you just do anything to stay alive and keep your dream alive. That was the whole key, really keeping the dream. I mean, I still live that way, unfortunately.
What's your commute like?
To the school?
Yeah.
Well, I live in New York and the school's in New Jersey. It's by where the Giants play.
Montclair represent.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. That's where she's from. So
Of course.
yeah, it's Montclair State. So it's if I take my car, my parking garage is right by Donald Trump's building. So when he's in town, it's a nightmare. But otherwise, it usually takes about 45 minutes. It's not too bad.
No, that's
Not bad at
that
all.
So I wanted to ask you this question. We wrote it down beforehand, but we did know that you were teaching a class about romantic comedy films and cinema. And I was curious, and I want to ask you, what is your favorite rom-com and why isn't it Palm Springs? Or if it is, why are you so right?
I like Palm Springs a lot. I
Yeah,
really enjoyed that. That came out during COVID, right?
sure did. 2019 on Hulu or 2020.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. But no, that is not my favorite.
Is it Clue?
Um, my favorite is probably Notting Hill. Is
Okay.
my favorite romantic comedy for so many reasons. I've gotten to meet the director and the writer and the supporting character. If you like rom-coms, the supporting character is always never flushed out and it's always stupid. You can ask Sarah Silverman that she plays a lot of those
Yeah.
best friend types. So it's always bad. This movie is special in that all these supporting characters are really flushed out. And I'd never seen a movie like that before. So I like that. But my favorite movie of all time, and I don't know if you'd consider it a rom com, is Clueless. And that's how I started teaching at the school because that was my favorite movie. And I taught a course on Clueless.
So, Clueless, the course.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did people go into that class not knowing it was about a movie, or was it
No,
you?
no, they knew it was about a movie. And are you doing a joke? I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah, but then I got Paul Rudd to come in and talk to the kids. So then they told me I could teach there forever after he came to the school.
Wait, so Dave, I heard that you were actually on a show called Star Search, and do you know that
Mhm.
it's being rebooted?
It is?
There's
Why
good
would they do that?
a whole new Star Search season coming out. How was
Wow.
your time on Star Search? And you were on one of those judge shows too. How were your
Well, that is a judge show. That's a
or I thought you were on like a court judge show.
oh that sorry. Yes, that's right. I was on that Jerry Springer court show. Oh my goodness, yes.
Awesome.
Forgot about
How,
that.
how were those experiences on?
Were you the father?
No, it wasn't that. Um, those experiences were great. The Star Search wasn't that great because I lost.
Uh,
Um, and this is a great example. If you're starting out, I had a plan, and I said if I can slide by with my kind of D material, not my A, B, C, then I could really go far in this competition. But you should really kind of open with your A, make sure you get the next one and take it from there. So the lesson learned, because I really tried to slide by because I'm like, oh, I'll get better every time. And I had this 7 minute bit that I couldn't even get out in the 2.5 minutes they give you. So it was a disaster.
wow. Wait, so what do you do when you bomb on like a show like that? How did you, or just bombing in general? What's your like strategy for like?
Well, when you're at that point, it's hard. I mean, I just got drunk, I think, that day. It was in Disney World and then just took some rides and I felt much better. But at a club after bombing, you start to sweat and you shake and nothing will ever be the same. And I've never felt like I'm never going to do it again. But now being older, I've been booed off stage in Atlantic City and I had friends there that actually witnessed it. And now it's hilarious. And especially in Atlantic City, where then you go to the tables and play, and everybody from the audience comes to see, like, tough set tonight. I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do? Like, now I don't care. My friend Russ said, boy, there were more booze than in a haunted house. And, but now I don't care. But back, when you're starting out, it's terrifying.
Wow. Do you
But it never, I don't think if you really want to do it, it's still, most people don't bomb like that, like I do. I annoy people, so people get angry. But it's still never discouraged, at least me, having a bad set. I just continue on. And in fact, during COVID, I was opening for Jim Gaffigan. Do you know who that is?
yes,
do.
of course.
So he asked me to open for him at these big stadiums, like where the Philadelphia Phillies play, Citizens Park Stadium, right there, Bank Stadium, it's called. And everybody was in their cars. So you couldn't hear any laughs because everybody was asking, why are you using Dave Juskow to open for you? He's awful. And he goes, well, he's used to not getting any laughs. So, and look how happy he is. Because my other friend was there. Look at him go. There's video of me just going, and I just keep on going, and I really couldn't care less if nobody was laughing. And
Yeah.
I was the perfect person to open for people that weren't laughing.
Or better.
Definitely.
You're reminding me of a bit that Pete Holmes does in Crashing, which in itself reminds me of the fact that you were on Crashing. You were on the Sarah Silverman episode.
Yeah.
What was it? What was filming that like? Did you enjoy it?
Well, I hated it because I was in a towel that I
Yeah,
did not feel
sure.
comfortable in.
You're complaining about wheat bread. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole time I heard it, the show that I'm going to be on HBO, I was nervous I was going to have to get naked because that's what everybody does. And then when they sent me the script, like he comes out of the shower and I'm like, Jesus Christ, that was pretty close. I was kidding to myself, like that couldn't possibly happen. But they had it where my towel was up to my, chest, like on top, like a woman with the Ferris Bueller, like with the towel on top. And then as it went on, they're like, well, let's take that part off his head and let's move the towel down further. It kept going further and further. And let me tell you about acting. When you're not comfortable with your body and you're in a towel and all those people are in those cameras, like 40 people are in the cameras and you're pretending like you're perfectly fine with the way you look. That is acting. because
Yeah.
I was yipes. And then as to make matters worse, I think they have DVD extras, if that's even a thing. I mean, I know they do for this particular show, and all they do is make fun of my boobs with the towel. It's awful. It's like,
They
what
get
was the best part? What?
Sarah Silverman or Judd Apatow?
Yeah, the Pete Holmes,
Oh,
the
yeah.
lead of the show. He goes, "What's the funniest part you had while filming this season?" He goes, "Definitely Dave Juskow coming out in the towel with his boobs going all over," and I'm like, "Well, this is just perfect."
Wow.
But you take the win. He mentioned my name.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Pete
All
Holmes.
press is
Yeah.
good press.
Yeah.
Right?
It is what's the green juice he advertises on Instagram that like it's just caffeine. Never mind.
Oh,
Sorry.
I don't know.
My own
But that's the
personal
but that's the thing too. Like I didn't know Pete before I did the show,
Oh,
and then we became really close while we were filming, and started hanging out. And
Wow.
again, I point that out to the students I teach. This is how you forge relationships. You know, you go out and you do stuff, and that's how you get further in your career. I know it sounds so easy, but it's difficult to make relationships and form, long-lasting relationships or friendships. But
yeah.
you really just that's the most important thing about college and where you are now. You really just don't know who the one is who's going to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a total crapshoot when you get out, and you just hope for the best and hope that the people you met now, you're all together when you leave,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a great thing too. That's why college is terrific. Maybe you learn stuff, but then you also make these long-lasting friendships, which are terrific, like you guys.
Got to be platonically seductive. I get that.
That's right. Well done.
What would you like? What would be your biggest piece of advice? I mean, if not that, for people looking to go into comedy after graduating, what are like the 3 keys to success?
Well, it's difficult. I mean, now it's so different from when I started. I mean, obviously, just making TikTok videos seems to be the way to go. It's not the way comics want you. The older comics will never take you seriously, but who cares if you get followers? All of a sudden, all these comedy clubs are booking Instagram people or TikTok people because they have followers and they put asses in the seats, even if they're not funny. So it's a lot easier to get ahead these days. You don't need a TV series. You don't need anything. You can make all this content if you get lucky and just have a bit that you're doing. I mean, it really is the easiest way in. What
Yeah.
were you saying?
The name of our
And that's
podcast
the name
is
of
The
our
Bit.
podcast.
What's it called?
The Bit.
Oh, the bit. Yeah.
So thanks.
With Robbie and Mia.
And Dave Juskow.
And Dave Juskow. Our guest.
But yeah, that advice, and also, I know a lot of people your age suffer from a lot of social anxiety. COVID was definitely an issue for that to come out because people don't. What were you saying?
Yes, a lot of people in our generation do suffer from social anxiety. That is true. Absolutely.
Robbie said, "Not me."
Okay, well,
Well, of course, you're the exception. Thank God that you have a good personality and you're able to talk to people, but you know how it is.
I
You've
do.
met people in your grade that can't look you in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotten so bad. So I always, oh, no, she's cool.
Yeah.
He pointed at you. No, Mia's the best. That's why I will do anything for her if she needs my help. I saw her at the first time I actually, I guess, met her as an adult. I saw her at the crappiest job you could ever have, and she was so smiles and friendly, and that is why I had no problem helping her. Which I hope this is a career you're going to continue doing after school too. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I was like, I'm so sure of this woman because how many people have a crappy job when they're in school and are just like, ugh. But she handled it like an adult, and you don't see that a lot with people your age, unfortunately.
Cafe Landwehr.
No, this was Pineapple Express, this barbecue restaurant.
It's called Pineapple Express.
Yeah, and it sucks,
It's
and it
like-
sucks working there, and everything about it sucks. And she's in the kitchen
It was great.
and taking orders from people who suck, who don't know how to order from the proper menu. So technically, she could have just been like, "Oh my God, order already." She could be one of those people, but she was not. And it was incredible watching her work. I'm telling you, I got a lot of friends kids her age or your age, and they are the worst. My nephew is the worst. I got him a job at Applebee's, and he's like the worst. You know?
Not
My
happy at
kids
Applebee's?
also.
What?
What?
He's not happy at Applebee's?
No, actually, he's happy now, but his work ethic used to stink. And my other niece, is the worst. I got her a job at a comedy club in New Brunswick, New Jersey, and she was like, "Wait, I got to be here 8 hours?" I was like,
I
"Come
worked
on."
at the comic strip on the Upper East Side for like 2 days, and then they were like, "Sorry, we actually literally can't afford to hire you anymore." And it was like my job was to be there from like 7 p.m. to like 2 a.m., like super manageable shift. And I have a suspicion they fired me because I tried to talk to one of the comics, but
Really?
I don't know. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
Really? Well,
Well,
I guess it depends on the comic you talk to. Some people suck,
yeah.
and some people would never have a problem with that. But a lot of the comics are assholes. I'm sorry if you can curse on this or whatever, but
Sleep it.
a, well, a lot of the comics are sometimes people aren't as nice as they should be, and maybe they complained. Why is that kid talking to me? Which is insane. If you're at the comic strip at 2 in the morning, you clearly stink as a comic. How dare you make fun of somebody who wants to get into comedy? That used to be you. It's
Yeah.
like these are people that forget where they come from. It's like that's why Dave Chappelle's so funny. He's always like, you got to remember where you come from as he helicopters into his gigs. Now, like I think he forgot because that and Dave Chappelle's a great guy, but he's totally forgotten because he'll come in, without notice and then do a 2 hour set, meaning he's bumping all the people that really need to work and get spots. But
Yeah.
he's such a huge star, you let it go.
Yeah, what
And
do you
he's a sweet guy.
Excuse me, Mr. Chappelle? You bumped
Yeah.
me. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Okay, we have like 2 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
Is there any more questions?
I have a question. Are there any people right now that you really have your eye on, like up and coming in the comedy scene, that you're like, this person is gonna be big and you just know it?
We got
No.
No.
And it's bad. Like there's a couple people I'm meeting now that I don't know their names yet, but there's a couple. But no, for a long time there was nobody. I don't know, or I guess I know the one. Well, actually, I'm sorry, Maddie Weiner. I think I told you about her.
She's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait, Mia loves
Yeah,
her.
she's on SNL now as a writer.
yeah. Remember she was at my show where you
Yeah,
came in June,
amazing. She was
and
hilarious.
that's the first time you saw her.
Yeah, that was the first time.
And that is why I wanted to use her. I wanted to turn everybody onto her.
Yeah, I put her on.
She just got this job. Yeah.
I put her on the list for WME. I was like, you guys have to sign her.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah, so there's a good name for you that people don't know yet except you and me. And now, well, she's only writing for SNL, so let's see what happens. But she's terrific and really something else. This girl Caitlin Paluffo's only really good. There's a lot of good female comics.
Yeah, definitely.
We're recording this before the second SNL episode comes out, but we'll have to see which episodes she wrote on.
Oh, definitely.
Well, I guess she's writing on all of them now.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that how that works? I thought it was like writers. Oh man.
Yeah, you should. That's her job. She
Yeah.
writes on every episode.
Yeah.
No. I mean every sketch. I meant every sketch. Sorry.
Oh, yes. No, that's difficult to try and get. That's hard to get sketches on, as any of my friends who've worked on that show can tell you. Yeah.
They pick and choose each episode which writers to work at all.
Okay.
I'll find out. I'll get back to you. She'll tell me.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Also, okay, as you're like you're a podcast expert, I guess. You got Juskow in the City, A to
But
Z.
I changed the name to that one. Now it's called then Juskow for All.
Oh, Juskow for All. Good. I'm glad we're included in the podcast.
Medicare. Okay, good.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so Juskow for All, Billy Joel, A to Z, and you do the Comedy Cellar.
Comedy Cellar. Oh, all right.
Any more I'm leaving off? You were just
No. That's plenty and enough. And yeah. Well, we're done with Billy Joel A to Z because he didn't write any more songs, so that's over.
Oh, you got to see him.
No numbers.
I guess it's over. But
we met some really nice people while doing that, though, which is good. People contact us from around the world and they say they're listening, which is really nice.
That's awesome. So for us, like launching our podcast career or whatever, what's the key to making an awesome podcast?
I don't know. I mean, I guess obviously I don't know. I don't think anybody listens to that's what I'm thinking. But then I hear from these people all the time
Yeah.
that they're like, I love your podcast. And they send me videos of them listening to it in the car or singing my theme song. And it's so wonderful. But I don't know. I think it's persistent and just keep going and having, maybe clips that you can obviously social media is, which I'm not good at. So I have to just hope for the best. And, obviously if you get a good guest or something, then that helps. I don't think I'm going to help your podcast, but I mean,
Disagree.
but yeah, I don't, you just got to get it started and keep it going. So many people just stop after the fifth episode. They're like, and then so it's just persistence for everything you're going to do in your future.
Okay.
Awesome.
And as always, last question we ask our guests: what are 3 books you recommend?
Oh, what's the one I just read? Well, I'm reading one now called The Wedding People, which is very good. I read a lot of women tell me to read books all the time, so I read a lot of women's books.
Let me tell you, that is a classic.
Yeah, and The Housemaid's Secret. It was a really good one. I got these girls.
I know.
You know that one?
Yeah. It's like the cover's like a key.
Yeah.
And it's a show.
And the seven. Is it The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo?
That's my favorite book.
Yeah, that was really terrific. So I asked my friend this bartender who's a writer, I said, do you know any boys' books? Because I read, what's a boys' book? And I asked your father too. And it's funny, there's so many women's books or what are considered women's books. And he told me about this author, S.A. Cosby, and I read this book called Razor Blade Tears, and it was fantastic.
That's a boys' book. Razor Blade Tears, yeah.
Yeah, and it's about a black and a white guy that don't like each other for their race, where their sons are murdered and they have to solve the crime together. It's terrific. It's really, really great.
So male.
Well, and on that
Yeah,
note,
it's so male, right? I needed to take a break.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
I had a really nice time. You guys are really, really nice.
It was really nice to meet you. I'll see you around, okay, Dave?
Okay.
we'll see you around.
Hopefully Veronica has a good desk piece by next episode. We'll talk about it then.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, any predictions?
Predictions.
Wait, I think she's gonna. I mean, they're gonna do
Domingo.
Domingo. They're gonna have to do a Domingo piece.
I mean, it's gonna be great.
I think they're gonna do something where she actually arrests someone. Like, she's always doing the who's under arrest? Like, maybe they'll do a sketch about that.
Maybe Domingo.
Maybe Domingo.
Maybe she's like an ICE agent.
Whoa, is that supposed to be the cold open?
Would that be fucked? Would that be racist?
I don't know.
SNL
Any other predictions?
pushing the boundaries.
I think Jane might get a desk piece. She hasn't done one.
She just
yet.
did one. She did a couple who.
Oh yeah,
but
but a
together.
little song or something. Because remember, she
she's
did one
like
about
song.
Sabrina Carpenter wanting to always she always wants people to think that she's gay, but she's not.
Yeah.
Maybe they can do a duet or something.
Oh, that's a great.
Someone
prediction.
should honestly hire me. I'm really spinning with these ideas right now. You got any predictions?
No.
Oh, awesome.
I mean,
clearly we know who's really running the podcast here.
Yeah.
And action.
Guys, today I'm super excited because I have one of my favorite friends.
Wait a
over
minute,
at my
who
house.
is this here right now? What?
Their name is Aidan, and they're the goat, and they're the president of
BU
Stand-Up Club. Follow BU Stand-Up Club performance October 17th.
At
Right away.
BU Stand-Up Club, BUSTANDUPCLUB.
Hey!
Yes.
They have not even followed our Instagram account
Nope.
yet.
And
So.
I'm not gonna.
And they're literally on
And
the
I'm
show.
not gonna. And
Okay.
you can't tag me.
I can and I won't.
That's fine.
Aiden, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you both for having
And
me.
thank you.
you
Gratitude
so
is really
much.
important.
Oh no, thank you so much. I walked here from downtown.
That's huge,
Isn't that
actually.
amazing?
45 minutes.
Like an hour. I spent an hour walking.
Okay,
Um,
so that's why-
Is there the
Oh, no.
tea, or that's not something you
No, they have the
subscribe to?
tea, but
Okay.
I was just like walking.
What do you think of when you're walking?
Honestly, I'm trying to take photos of the environment and then write poetry from it. I'm going downtown looking for poetry inspiration. I can't find
Wait,
it though.
that's kind of gorge.
I can't find it.
No,
Really?
Did you go on the Esplanade? That's where all the poetry is.
I
Wait,
can't
have
find
we
it.
given you any inspiration in your short time being here? so
Not
far?
yet. Honestly, maybe walking down the hall that turns into a hall that turns into a hall, and then walking into Robbie's room. That's it was inspiration.
It's an experience.
Yeah, it's all
honestly.
dark. It's like Fraternity X.
Or like, what's your material like, huh?
Yeah, what is your material like?
Yeah, I guess our material is kind of like, well, it used to be very different because I started doing comedy when I was like 15 or 16, because my sister used to do stand-up comedy, because she like was like, I'm gonna make it as a stand-up comedian, because she couldn't do community college. Like, she
Wow.
couldn't finish a theater degree at community college, which is fine, and like I love her, but she was like, I'm gonna do stand-up comedy, and I was very young because most of my siblings are like in their 30s now, like mid to late 30s, low-key,
Wow.
and I'm 22, so I remember just like thinking like that was like stupid. And I remember watching the stand-up, and like, yeah, I'm really young, and like the best one too. And I remember watching the stand-up and being like, this is like dumb. Like, I didn't really think it was funny, but I was like, this is funny that people go up and do this. And then I started doing stand-up, and it was very like cut and dry at first. Like, I used to do stand-up at Brandeis University,
Okay.
which is so crazy. I know it was the worst.
Wait, do you remember like your first time ever doing stand-up?
Ever?
Ever?
Good question. Really great
Yes. Yes, I do. I was 15 and I was wearing an American Eagle Keith Haring t-shirt. I remember that because like the person before I went on, she was an old woman, and she was like, I love that Keith Haring t-shirt, and like I was dumb and like young, and I was like, oh, thanks. Like, yeah, I guess he just did a collab with American Eagle. And then she looked at me like right before I went on, she was like, Keith Haring has been dead since the 80s. And I was like, okay. And then I just like walked out. And I remember talking about like it was about my grandma's funeral, and it was it was in front of a bunch of like Jewish people and like
Okay.
rabbis, but the grandma who died was like part of my Catholic family,
Oh.
so it was a lot of like Catholic jokes, and I remember them all just like not knowing like what to do. And then I remember being like, oh, and I really want to fuck Jesus Christ, and then they were like, okay, no, and then like that was the end of it. But that was the first time I did it, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And I had these ripped jeans on. I remember they had like 7 like gashes in the jean, which I would never wear anymore, and checkered like Van platform
Oh, I'm
shoes.
so seeing the vibe.
I can.
I'm so seeing it.
The first time
And I look like Robbie. Literally.
Wait, yeah.
The first time I ever did stand-up was for one of our performances, one of the stand-up club performances.
Really?
And the way you introduced me was, this is Robbie. He is a man. Yeah, because he's the man I know. Everyone welcome Robbie.
Well, I mean, like, that is something I
Yeah.
said.
It was something you would say, and you
And I did say it.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, like, when I was in stand-up club for so long, like, my first 2 years, it was very, like, the president of the club was a woman, but she was very much, like, I don't want to trash her, because I actually do, I like her a lot. But she kind of gave that vibe of, like, for the boys, or, like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Like, she has
yeah.
that kind of,
for the boy.
yeah, you have to be, honestly. And, like,
Yeah.
I do understand that, like, being a woman in
Comedy.
like, sometimes you have to teeter that line, but, like, I think she was teetering it too far. Like, she would call me a guy, and I was like, girl, you need to stop. And it was just a different vibe, and then
Yeah.
it kind of changed, and then Robbie came, and so did, like, other boys. And then there was, like, a period where there were no boys in the club, and it was, like, really nice. And then Robbie came, and...
Robbie pretty much ruined everything.
Yeah, and he became, like, the man of
Essentially.
the club for, like,
Oh.
a semester or so.
So how is he still like the man of the club, or
I mean, like, I just am like, it's Robbie.
It's Robbie.
It's just Robbie, I guess.
Robbie's his own breed? I guess.
Yeah, you're not the man of the club. Because we thought he was a man, but it's like,
it's not.
it's not.
Yeah.
You're almost there in the
Yeah.
club, but not really.
I get, like, as if I was the only man, I get a lot of shit.
You get
Someone
a lot of shit in the club.
bested Robbie is what I'm kind of hearing.
Yeah, I think someone
Lawton.
did best.
Lawton
No, it wasn't Lawton. It really wasn't.
What was his name?
It was
Bible?
somebody else. A girl that Bible. No, hold on. No, it was someone actually did best Robbie
Oh,
for like the
okay.
best man in the club,
Shoot.
and it is Lula.
Do you guys have like superlatives?
Do we have
Lula
superlatives?
did best man.
Yeah, Lula did
Yeah.
beat him as best man in the club. She
Okay.
is like, well, she's a woman, but
I
she
get
still
it.
got the prize.
She likes
more
women.
man. But
Robbie,
My
it's like Robbie as a
inspiration-
kid with his parents getting divorced. Is he right now? It's
Oh,
Robbie's
really?
trauma.
oh, you have trauma from your parents being divorced? When did they get
He really
divorced?
resonates with Gianmarco Ceresi.
When did you get divorced? I mean, when did your parents?
I got divorced when I was like 42.
Mhm.
No, they got divorced when I was 11.
Mine too.
I found out on Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
I found out my parents were divorced like a month after my birthday, but my whole life they had lived at like separate floors of my house, and I just thought that was normal. And then my friend was like, "Aiden, like
Yeah.
your parents don't
Yeah.
like each other," and I was like, "Okay, work."
No, my parents were definitely like into each other
Oh, really?
before they got divorced.
Hmm.
Is my understanding. I have a very like strong memory of like Christmas being like, Robbie, here's a cell phone. Really? You have an iPhone now. You can have an iPhone. So if in case you need to call a parent for whatever reason, you have it. Thank you. Robbie, here's tickets to Hamilton.
I love Hamilton. Thank you.
History.
Robbie, here's tickets to Dear Evan Hansen. You're seeing Dear Evan Hansen with the other parent, though. It's like, okay, thank you.
Oh.
Also, we're getting, we're going to Florida without your dad, and also we're getting legally separated. How is that?
And it was because I fucked Robbie's dad.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all
I'm sorry.
together.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fuck.
But it seems like you're fine now. But it was fun.
Robbie seems really happy.
Yeah.
Oh, so now you're dead.
No, we have not. We didn't. It was just a one-time
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Your parents got divorced as well?
Yeah, my parents are divorced. Like I don't really remember my parents like ever like being like together like in my life. So it's like kind of weird. But yeah, they're like divorced.
So is that where you get your
Separated.
material from? Would you say?
No.
To kind of bring it full circle.
Yeah, no. Just to go back to that question because this is crazy. We're doing therapy for Robbie in his room for him for free in front of a camera.
Boston,
Massachusetts. My inspiration? No, I don't get
No.
it from that. I don't know. When people are like, I get my inspiration from my parents being divorced, I'm like, oh my god, please. But because I just like don't see how that could
Yeah.
be material for me. I get a lot of my inspiration from like. What I love to do is write. I love to write poetry or like fiction,
Yeah.
and I just like to write in general. A lot of my inspiration comes from like taking very serious forms of like literature and taking like making them like making a fool out of it, but still like respecting that kind of like genre.
Yeah, all of your humor could be like in like a book.
Really?
Definitely.
Oh my god.
Like if it's readable, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, not like clips online.
Yeah.
You could do that as well.
I couldn't with clips online. I can't with clips online.
Well, Dave just said that we should post our clips online.
Who's Dave?
Dave Juskow.
Well, Dave Juskow. Dave
Juskow?
Dave Juskow. I disagree that they should post these clips online.
Fuck.
Sorry. And I said it right to the camera.
Oh my god.
I know.
Our thumbnail should be like Aidan versus
Yeah, should it be?
Jubilee
good.
video.
Yeah.
Bye, yeah, me versus
Two-
everyone.
We'll get the like
Two
heartbreak
centrists,
thing.
two centrists versus Aidan.
Stop.
Yeah.
I also get a lot of my
I'm not a
inspiration from like this is crazy too, but like really crazy like weird leftist politics. Like they
Okay.
really influence my life, and they influence my comedy.
Wow.
This is crazy reading Night, like a 9th grade book in your room in your college apartment. It's just a little insane. I love just a lot of like weird comedians who do different stuff. Like I grew up watching like 1970s like SNL. A lot of the
Okay.
times, like my mom and dad would watch it. I don't really remember a lot of the actors in it, like their names. But I remember being like,
Okay.
"This is insane."
Like any sketches or like people, like characters.
Hannah Einbinder's mom.
What? Her
Um,
mom is a comedian?
Yeah, her mom was one of the first women on SNL.
What?
Yeah.
Woo!
I forget her name. She was really funny.
Kate.
They're all funny. Was it? What are all the people's names?
But I like SNL. Like
Uh,
I also was like into SNL like early like
Careful.
freshman high school. Like I was.
Who are all the? Think about the first.
I'm gonna list some
This,
names.
well, are the women?
Rosie
Yeah,
Shuster.
women.
Rosie Shuster?
No.
There's Gilda Radner.
Mm-mm.
Ooh,
that.
Lily Tomlin? No,
Yeah,
she
Lily
did. She,
Tomlin.
no,
Who are
she
the
was,
other ones?
Lily Tomlin was on SNL.
no, she was.
Yeah, I was like, no
sorry,
way.
That was my fault.
I love Lily Tomlin though. She's funny.
Sorry.
I think we're gonna have to 2x speed this.
Jane Curtin,
Oh yeah, Jane.
No.
Lorraine Newman.
Lorraine Newman.
Lorraine,
Yeah. That's Hannah Einbinder's mom.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I love Hannah Eidman.
Me too, and it makes sense. I mean, she's kind of a nepo baby, but she's talented. Like she's also
Yeah.
a
I
talented
think she's
comedian.
really yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know she
And
was
she
an
used
Apple
her
baby.
platform
Yeah.
for
Makes
good.
more sense.
But she does, yeah.
She does.
I like Hannah Einbinder. I like Hacks. Like I watched the first couple seasons of that show.
I'm on episode 8.
I'm not in the first season.
1, yeah.
I'm really not into like TV shows though. I don't know. Like I haven't watched
Really?
the TV. Yeah, I like
Oh,
reality
Oh, Hacks.
TV.
I heard Hacks. I was like, what is
Oh no,
Hacks?
Hacks. Yeah.
Hacks.
Hacks
yeah.
is a little
It's the gum in my
overrated,
mouth.
I think.
I think it's
Yeah,
a
I
little
think it's
overrated
good though.
too.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
totally
but
solid.
it's just really hyped up.
It sucks.
No, it's solid. It's just like not as good as I think everyone is making it out to be. Like there are other shows I'd rather win.
Like what?
Best.
Met Your
Odd.
Mother.
I'm just joking.
Girl.
What's wrong with How I Met Your Mother? You don't like How I Met Your Mother?
No, of course not.
Of course not.
No.
Of
Nurse
course not.
I like Nurse Jackie. Do you know what that show is?
With
I
Edie
keep seeing
Falco?
it.
Yes,
Wait,
I love
trigger
Edie
warning.
Falco.
I keep seeing it like clips of it on TikTok. Like
Really?
that's how I'm watching.
You
Nurse
should watch
Jackie.
Nurse Jackie.
Wait, because she's like addicted to like
To
she's,
opiates
Yeah.
and like yeah, she's like a nurse and she's crazy.
She's got
It's
short
fierce.
hair.
It's
Wait.
fierce.
Wait, and is that the storyline for like how many seasons are there? Like is she-
7.
What?
Yeah, it's like the whole show is like her trying to like hide this drug addiction from like the people who work.
Whoa.
It's fierce. Yeah, it doesn't like change per season. It used to be on after Dexter, and I used to like watch
Wow.
that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dexter.
I don't really like Dexter, but I find it
Surprise,
entertaining. Huh?
Surprise, motherfucker.
I think it's kind of corny.
Yeah, well,
I think Dexter. You're like Dexter though. I feel like you would be Dexter.
You would like
right?
be him for Halloween.
I was Dexter for Halloween
Oh,
once.
no way.
Yeah, it's in middle school.
Oh, weren't we talking about that? Who are you gonna do for Halloween?
For Halloween this year, yeah, I had 2 costume ideas. I don't know. We were in my queer theory class, which is crazy. We went around the whole room. And we like said our Halloween costumes. And I was like, this is insane. And she was like, make sure to be culturally responsible. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, we probably all know that already. Like it was a queer theory class. Queer theory girl. Get into disidentification politics.
Yeah.
You don't even know. But we were all going around, and I was like, and it got to me, and I was like, I don't know, I really want to go as Madonna for Halloween. And then everyone was like they just didn't like it. So I was like, I don't know. But I was like, also, I really kind of want to paint myself red and be like the devil. Because I did that when I was in high school, and I felt like
red, like head to toe, like
girl. No, I wouldn't
No.
paint like my whole body red.
Okay.
But maybe like if I was like having sex after, maybe I'd paint my whole body
Okay.
red. But like
Would you get like a mask?
a mat? No, I wouldn't want to hide.
Who are you gonna be for?
Yeah, what are you gonna be?
Okay, I've been thinking a lot about this. I think I want to be Snoopy, and then like my friend be Woodstock, whatever. Or be a mime. And like anytime someone
Ooh.
talks to me, like I don't want to.
I love that. That's cool. I would be a mime. I think you
Yeah.
should be the mime.
I think a
Fuck your
mime
friend.
would be. I like.
Yeah.
Usually
You
I'm
should
like
totally
really
be
into
mime.
Halloween, but this year I'm kind of like, it's like.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over it.
Last Halloween it was like.
I always care so much, but this year I'm trying to be like super chill girl.
Last Halloween it was like.
Over it.
Halloween was like 2 weekends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it
was like.
it will be this 2 weekends.
Oh really? This time too?
Yep, for
Damn.
sure.
I can't with that.
I know.
It's just like one
Trying
weekend's
to keep
fine for
up.
Halloween.
Yeah.
It's
It's on
just
Friday, but I don't know.
Okay. What about you? What are you gonna be for Halloween, Robbie? He wants us to ask so
Yeah.
bad.
Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan, maybe.
I think you should do Timothy Chalamet as like call me your name.
Or
I feel like
Willy
that'd be
Wonka.
like a peach.
Yeah, a peach with like yogurt in
Yes.
it. Or actual cum.
You should, and then have a
Um,
friend be the peach, and you guys can like just hang out all night.
Yeah. How about your gay friends be peach?
Yeah.
And then go home together.
Yeah.
And then we're all like, ooh.
I'd also
Ooh.
I'd consider being Robbie from Victorious.
Wait, that's
That
the
would be
perfect
funny,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
I think you should do that.
Wait,
actually.
wait,
should
wait,
do
wait. What's the puppet's name?
Rex.
Rex.
No,
Do you relate to Robbie in Victorious?
I think Robbie's more
I've
of a
never seen
Rex.
You've never seen Victorious?
Wait, don't you think Robbie's more of a Rex though?
I don't know. I feel like Robbie in Victorious is like trans.
Actually?
like coded,
Actually.
like
You've
trans-coded.
never even seen
No.
it,
And,
Robbie.
and the answer is no. He's
And
not
the-
No,
actually
he is
trans.
trans-coded though. Like
Coded?
there's so many
Like
times.
he's trying to hide and like.
Like no, there's so many times in the show where like the friends like there's like an inside joke where they'll be like, "Come on, girls and boys," and Robbie, or they'll be like, or they'll be like, one time they were like they made like a reference to Robbie not having like a penis.
Oh.
Like a
wow.
couple times, and then it's just like,
Oh my
what does that
God.
mean? Like, it's weird.
This just sounds like homophobic writing.
Girl, okay. But why can't it be trans reclamation?
Because is it?
It can be.
It could be. No one knows.
Yeah, it could be. Why are you
No one
yelling
knows.
at me? Like, yelling at me about trans stuff is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Probably my parents' divorce. Just
Really?
No.
Probably. Honestly, probably. I've heard it.
100%. Robbie
Probably
likes
not.
to steal a lot of ideas from women.
Oh, do you really? Oh, I love that. Like, what idea?
Like my idea.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For what?
Me and Robbie were brainstorming names for our podcast, of course. And I was like, oh my god, what if we did like, it should be about like SNL and whatnot. And I was like, oh, what if it's like, instead of like weekend update, like weekday
Aw.
update. And then Robbie then centers his entire stand-up set around this concept
I know.
of weekday update where he like dresses up in a suit and tie and has his grandpa on or some shit.
It was great. We need some shit. Did you not
And
watch the video?
Yeah, I did. Whatever.
Okay.
You don't
Why didn't you go to the show?
I
loved
tried
it.
to make it.
No.
And
You're like,
and
"Oh,
no one wanted
Robs,
to go. I was
just-
trying to support the
Robs,
arts.
I
and-
can't come.
Support the
Just
arts,
text
girl
us.
and
So I was
Dev.
like, Robs, I'm so sorry.
No, I loved it. I mean, I liked like weird stuff like that. I mean, it is like the set that Robbie did. I mean, it's off-putting, but like it's off-putting like in a good way. Like I felt that is cool.
Do you think?
Okay.
Do you think? Honest answer, because I've polled a lot of people. Do you think it would have been better if I introduced my grandfather as Jeffrey Epstein?
The candle. is so
The candle
loud.
flickering as I'm trying to
Yeah.
answer this question. It's like please answer yes or no.
I mean, I think I would have just been like, okay, that was like, he tried to make a joke.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say no.
Yeah.
I would say no.
Okay.
I would say no.
Yeah.
I think you could have told a lot more about his backstory. I really want to know who is Grandpa.
He's great. I'll talk about my grandpa.
Go ahead.
I worked for him this summer.
Doing what? Can we guess what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
What did you guess?
I think. Well, I kind of know.
Oh,
Right?
you know?
Yeah, low-key, I know.
Okay, so should I
Yeah,
go?
you gotta guess.
Okay, so you helped your grandfather, who is a tenured art practice professor at Bard. And you went to Bard this summer, and Robbie helped his grandfather at Bard install this art curation. And for the summer, Robbie ran this art curation that was critically acclaimed.
Sounds beautiful.
In the art world.
Wow.
And now Robbie's here, and he has
lovely.
he has some of the paintings in the CFA.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
That's insane.
I know, right?
Um,
Anyway, so your last.
Yeah, the last stand-up set that I did was actually, I just remembered what it was, so we have to talk about the other one. It was this, I wish I brought my journal. It was this, poetic...
I got mine. You want my journal?
Sure. It was, this poetic narrative of this girl I created, and I really didn't create the girl. I went to school with this girl, but I created her life from my point of view, through, 4 different forms. I did, a spoken word piece of her life.
Wow.
I think I might have...
Wait, who is this girl? She's real.
Yeah, she's real, so should I thank you for the journal?
Do you think you would make, a spoken word based off
of
what you
Robbie's
just got
journal?
From there?
Yes.
Okay,
can I do it off the top of my head?
Yes. And go.
Okay. So this is going to be a spoken word piece I'm going to call Film Journal.
Okay.
Okay?
We're recording, right?
Yeah.
Robbie's Film Journal.
I hope the candle's not too loud.
So loud. I was thinking that the whole time.
But the mic, okay.
Should I pull it further?
Yeah. Yeah, actually get really close.
Okay. So this is, can I do an ASMR moment?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a piece that I'm gonna call Robbie's Film Journal, and it's gonna be from the perspective of Robbie's film journal. Robbie grabbed me today and pulled me out from the bag. He opened me up and drew all on my insides. He wrote words. He wrote names of things, of places. He built a temple with my image in it, a temple where I could rest, and a temple where I could wash. That's where the temple is.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
That was
done.
amazing.
Was it? It was just
Actually.
spoken word poetry right from the top of my head.
So spoken word, it's just stand up but without the funny.
Spoken word can be, I kind of not grew up, but I spent a lot of time when I was 18 through 20 in spoken word venues. And I was always, because I've always actually felt very comfortable doing stand-up comedy. I have a really different, I don't identify as a stand-up comedian, and I never want to be a stand-up comedian. I'm a lot more serious actually. I love poetry and writing. But what I was really good at originally was being funny. And people was just always Aidan's funny. So it's kind of something I just do to not be seen so seriously. But also when I do stand up, the opposite side of that is when you're funny or you do stand up comedy, you kind of get shoved into you can only ever be funny.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying.
Really?
Yeah, Robbie,
but
Robbie serious.
What would happen if you weren't funny? I guess it wouldn't be stand up comedy. It would just be stand up.
Yeah, spoken word is spoken word is funny to me because it's just girl. It's the act of going out to do spoken word is funny. It's shut up. But it's actually it can be really cool. And I respect it in a sense, but sometimes it's just oh my god.
Yeah.
But stand-up comedy is a little different because
Do you like Debbie Hanna?
Girl, no. Dandelion, those poetry books. Those she has a poem. She has a poem, and it's I remember loving it in high school. And the poem's from her book. I think it was called Butterfly or something.
Okay.
And the poem's called Link. And the poem is just in bio. and it's just link in bio. That's the poem.
That's the whole
And then you turn the page, girl. And the poem's over. Link in bio.
It's honestly saying a lot about society.
I think it is. I think it's actually saying a lot about sex work because I think in her bio may be her OnlyFans.
Oh, wow.
Who knows though? Because she rebranded and she's
Oh.
Catholic now.
Oh, whoa, I had no idea.
Yeah, she got rid of all her tattoos.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
Got
she
rid
works.
of her
gagged.
tattoos?
Yeah, she works at the YMCA, as a spiritual faith guider or
Whoa.
something. It's insane.
I'm confused.
Well, yeah. Well, then 2020 was a bad year for her.
She's great. I mean,
Double fucking each
Sure.
other when I would if I would assist. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I
So
don't
we
know.
get in double fucking.
Oh my god, I don't know that at all.
But
If we get into
I don't know what that is.
I heard
Do
that.
we get into
Oh my
I heard that.
god.
What is it? What is it?
Stop.
I need some assistance.
Stop. I don't know what that is.
Wait, so Aidan, do you see yourself like doing comedy after college or? What's-
So, I mean,
Yes.
after college, I really, like, I don't, like, I have a really weird relationship, like, with doing comedy after college. Like, in my head, like, maybe, like, once in a while, but I think I'm gonna go get my MFA next year in poetry,
Wow.
so it's, like, I kind of have to stop. Girl, I thought you were laughing.
Girl.
And I was like, please. I was like,
I'm low-key allergic to my cat.
oh my god,
Are you
really?
really?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you could take her back to the pound, honestly. Like,
No.
Honestly,
No.
bring her
I
back.
just wait. I love my cat.
well, she's 13,
Cleo's
she, like,
great.
doesn't know anything else other than the pound. Like,
Just-
you can take her and she
All
doesn't.
she
Literally,
knows is
the
life at the
pound, the pound got her like 2 weeks before we adopted her. She
Oh,
was,
okay.
she was a stray prior.
She was on death row until
Yeah.
Robbie rescued her.
Oh, really? She was gonna die?
No.
She was wrongfully convicted.
Although she does have heart
Hmm.
issues.
Oh, she does?
I need to contact my grandfather about this.
Yeah, she's a little, like...
Oh yeah. So what is?
I was a secretary, by the way.
Of what?
Circling back for my grandfather. Hello, Dr. Blumenthal's office.
Oh,
How can I
at
help
Bard.
you?
At Bard.
At Bard.
Yeah.
Hello, Dr.
The
Blumenthal's
college
office
of
at
the
Bard.
Hudson.
Yeah.
Girl. But yeah, I want to go get my MFA in poetry, and, like, I think that kind of just makes doing stand-up a little bit harder. Like, it...
Okay.
I kind of have to do, like, I'll have obligations to go do, like, other types of performance.
Okay.
Not necessarily, but I also think reading poetry is kind of corny. Like, I'm not someone to, like, read my poems. I think that is, like, really... Not that it's, like, uncomfortable, because I don't have a problem doing, like, a funny poem. But,
Yeah.
like, I just think it's, like... I don't need to do
It's
it.
kind
Like,
of
I already wrote it. Like, do I need to read it out loud? It depends on where I live, though. Like, in Austin, I don't think I would do stand-up because I think people would be like, whoa, get them off the stage.
Yeah.
I just have to, like, stop myself from saying, like, crazy words. But, like, get them off the stage. But, like, if I live in, like, Irvine, California, like, maybe I'll do stand-up once every 6 months or something. Or, like,
interesting.
Chicago. If I lived in Chicago, like, you could probably see me at Second City. Or if I lived in New York, like, probably not stand-up, but yeah, I could probably, like, I realistically think if I moved to New York, like, tomorrow, I could, like, book an off-Broadway show.
Totally.
Not Broadway,
Really?
but, like, off-Broadway. I mean, I think...
Like off Broadway, like off.
No, it's like not that hard. I know. a couple
Robbie's
people-
been in a Broadway show.
I have not.
What?
It's not
Oh.
true.
He was.
I don't know. Who
Robbie
to
was
believe.
in, like...
If
oh,
I-
he was.
Can I,
What?
When I
The
think-
national tour of Newsies. Like, 8 years ago when he was a kid.
Stop telling my
Are you being
business.
serious?
Yeah.
I've never seen
Is
Newsies,
this a
actually.
bit that I'm not
It's
getting?
literally not a bit. Robbie was
Okay.
in Newsies.
No, I was in Hamilton.
It's not a bit. I don't lie.
I was in the Boston tour of Hamilton.
Who'd you play?
I played King George.
Girl, bye.
You'll
Did
be
you sing?
back.
Have I seen Hamilton?
No, that's what I was gonna say. But have you?
I think I've seen Hamilton, like, in high school. I used to really want to see Hamilton, and I think I watched it on Pornhub. Because they had the full cut of it on Pornhub. And I remember having to watch it on my laptop. And then I remember, like, in high school,
Wait,
like...
does Pornhub like not like it? Like you can.
They-
They don't have like copyright
So,
or
back in,
infringement?
like, 5 years
They did,
ago,
they did,
yeah,
yeah.
you could kind of post anything on Pornhub.
It was like
and
the
it's-
new. It was like the soap today.
Yeah.
Of,
It became very problematic, though, because people were uploading, like,
yeah.
sexual, like deviancy onto Pornhub. So they, like, put laws so you can't do it anymore, but they used
Okay.
to have, like, it would be, like, Hamilton porn. And it wasn't porn. It was
was
the
just
full...
Hamilton.
It was the 2.5 hour show.
Which
And I'd
is
watch
Hamilton
it.
porn.
Yeah, and I'd watch it at night. And it was, like, shot very nice.
Yeah, the B.
Yeah,
the
on
B-roll,
Pornhub.
what's
I would
it
be
called?
like, work.
The B shot. What's it called? When a Broadway show is like shot and recorded.
Oh, I have no clue. And then I watch porn after them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
halfway through it,
Yeah,
like,
you're
pause
like,
and
let me
go
just
watch
like go
porn.
to
Give me a
something
second.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I have to type in gay though. You have to type
Ah.
in gay, and then it brings you to Pornhub gay
That's yeah.
Oh.
or trans, and then
And-
Pornhub trans.
And then once you're there,
Whoa.
you can't go like back.
Yeah, you
Is
can't
that
go
the
back.
only way to get to?
I mean,
Hamilton?
how does it work?
Oh.
Yeah, you know how it works, girl. You know how it
boy.
works. You know how a couple websites that are like that work.
Okay.
He does. Gayvids.tube, Chatterbait. He's on Chatterbait.
Well, you know, if you open up like a Pornhub video, you get like a link to Chatterbait. So like,
Yeah,
one of
like
your tabs
comes
is
up.
Chatterbait.
I don't
so-
watch porn. I'm actually like against porn.
If you could have lunch or dinner with one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh my god, can we go around?
Yeah.
Because I need time to think.
Oh God.
Can you two share
Okay,
first?
should I start?
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, I didn't think of anything before I asked the question. I would say, like, my great great
Oh, okay.
great grandma
Oh my god.
and like just see if we have anything in common. You know, I would just want to know, like, cause my grandma, I'm like, yeah, like I see how we're similar, but like I'd want to see like how, I guess, crazy.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, do you think we would be similar, or like how much
Or do you think
changes?
she would think you're crazy?
How much changes like over time, like in like bloodlines?
Yeah. Or like
I don't know.
could like someone our age like be able to like communicate with someone
Yeah,
that old?
yeah,
Like that'd be weird.
literally.
Yeah.
That's mine, I guess.
That's beautiful,
I just
actually.
think, oh,
That's
Isn't
like
that a thing,
poetic.
like after you're like fourth generation, you share like 0.02%.
Yeah, you don't share a lot. Yeah.
yeah, cause it's it's split.
But it's weird because they're still like technically like
You still come from that.
direct related. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, your turn, Robbie.
Alive or dead?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like my grandpa. I just love
All
him.
right, next.
That's crazy.
Way to, like,
and you had
steal
lunch
my
and you had lunch with
answer.
him like 2 months ago.
Anyone dead or alive? It's like,
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah.
John Mulaney.
love him honestly.
Why?
He's like my all-time favorite comedian.
Would you hold
Robbie
him
has
accountable for the
sex
stuff
dreams
he's
about
done? Would you be able to do that? Would you hold him accountable?
There's-
If I could have lunch with anyone living or dead, I'd probably have lunch with someone like, you know what? I would have lunch with
Who?
Natalie Nunn. Do you
Natalie
know
Nunn!
who? Yes!
I from the song.
I would have
Who
lunch
is
with
she?
her. Natalie Nunn, like she used to be on Bad Girls Club.
Natalie
Like,
Nunn!
Yes.
Oh, did you just do that?
Yes.
Sorry, I was looking up
You're
about
a
John,
piece of shit.
John Mulaney's.
Yes, I would have lunch with Natalie Nunn. She used to be on Bad Girls Club. You know, she has that show Baddies, which is kind of controversial and
Hey,
problematic.
Batty.
But I know I would have
That's
lunch
fun.
with her because she like has spent so much money, so I know it'd be
Okay.
like
It'd be like an
good.
awesome
And then
lunch.
she'd probably take me out and get like a bag
Yeah,
at Hermes or
true.
something.
Aiden, thanks so much. Back to you, me and Robbie. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh, that
Wasn't
was
that
so
so
funny what
great?
Aiden or Dave just said just now.
Aidan would be loud. Would be.
Aiden,
the
that
one
was
who
so
just talked.
funny.
Aiden, oh my god!
Aiden, that was so funny.
Aiden, what the heck?
Guys.
That was so funny.
Thank you so much for watching our first episode. Definitely stick around. We got 2 more for sure coming. We're going to do an episode focusing on improv and one on like sketch comedy writing vibe. So definitely stay tuned for that. And if you can't get enough of me and Robbie, follow us on our socials, which is just our Instagram page at The Bit with Robbie and Mia.
Yeah.